What is up? I told my wife I would never do a top 5, but I figured let's have some fun with it since everyone else is doing it. So we're going to do top 5 asshole dog breeds. Now keep in mind, either I've had these breeds or I want them. So I'm not just making up a list. But I love all dogs because they're all awesome, but there are some that are they need to be on this list. So number 1, the Chihuahua. The Chihuahua is basically a dog that came from a group of demons that said, hey, let's create a dog that will last forever and will basically bite the shit out of you at any moment. That is every Chihuahua we come across. They all have that look like, if you stick your finger down here, I will bite it. Yeah, that's, if you know people with a Chihuahua, you know what I mean. You always just kind of look at them and just make sure you have a quick reflex. But number 2, the French Bulldog. This little shit is like 20-30 pounds of instigation and agitation, and they don't share. They're more athletic than what they think they're more athletic than what they really are. So basically, they're that 5'2" round guy who picks fight on the basketball court because in his mind he's Jordan. That's what these Frenchies are. I mean, their cuteness makes up for it, and they have a huge following, but they're assholes. I mean, they are some little balls of asshole, but they're so cool. One of my favorite dogs. Number 3, Yorkies. This dog, they're beautiful, elegant, love to freaking bark and bark and bark. I mean, they were actually bred to bark, so can't get mad at them. It's just that somehow we didn't breed that out of them. We made them smaller, we made them more robust, but someone forgot to breed out the barking. So they will bark and bark and bark. I currently have a teacup, and she barks at me when I walk in as if I'm the intruder. So I have to put everything down, pick her up to calm her down, which it may not work. Loves to bark. In the morning time, same thing. If I get out of bed, come back in the room, she just starts barking. So no matter what time it is, they're nut jobs. But super awesome dog. I could never replace that dog either. What are we at? Number 3. So number 4, Golden Retrievers. And this is a different reason why. Because Golden Retrievers love to get into shit. I mean, they love to dig. They love to roll in the dirt. They love sticks. They love water. They love chasing things. The problem with that is they have such a beautiful and bright colored coat that it shows all the dirt. It shows all the leaves. The water is a nightmare if they actually get submerged in it, or once that water starts penetrating those layers, that thing is a nightmare to dry. Absolute nightmare. I know because I have Goldens that we walk, and we all get into trouble, and every walk it ends with about 10-15 minutes of me cleaning them up, trying to hide the evidence. I mean, it's every single walk. I love getting them in trouble. I love cleaning them. But with that being said, they get on the asshole list. Also, that fur, I'm covered in fur from head to toe after we are hiding the evidence, and I'm doing the wipe down and the brushing and the drying off. All of that takes forever. But so it's hard to hide the evidence. That's why they made the list right there. Another, also with them, they will smile at you the whole time they're getting dirty. So they're basically a toddler with a fur coat on, walking near mud piles. It is like, oh my God. But you try to get mad at them, but they look back, have that wonderful smile, and you just like, yeah, screw it. Number 5, who barely made the list, but they made the list because they talk back, and that's Huskies. Huskies, they love to shed. Sometimes they want to guard, sometimes they don't. They were bred to pull, so walking them can be tricky. But the reason they made the list is because they never stop shedding and they talk back. This is one of the few dogs that will talk back to you and just start holding a whole conversation with you. So good luck. You know, you try to get into an argument with your dog, and if the neighbors see it, they're gonna probably say you need medication. But if you have a husky with all the fur and sweeping, you really have to manually do it, because these robot vacuums, they're not built for huskies at all. The husky sheds like it is a game. So between the shedding, but mainly the talking back, you know, they hold full conversations. If you don't believe me, find a neighbor with a husky. They're everywhere, and just start talking to them and see what happens. So this is my top 5 asshole list. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys' dog made the list too. So appreciate it.